everyone, it's Miss White, and today I'm going to be reading you a story called When Sophie Thinks She Can't by Molly Bang. Here's the title again with a new picture. It's called When Sophie Thinks She Can't. Let's get started. Sophie loves working in the vegetable garden and exploring the woods. But today it's pouring rain, and Sophie's inside trying to build puzzle pieces into a square. You see the rain, and if you look really closely in the window, you can see Sophie working hard on her puzzle. Sophie's sister walks by, and she moves the pieces, and suddenly they all fit perfectly. She figured that out really quickly. "Too bad you're not smart," says her sister, and she walks away. And there's Sophie. Now she put her head down, and in really big letters she said, "I can't." The next day is sunny. Not sunny for Sophie. "I can't do anything," she thinks, and she drags her feet all the way to school. There she is, and she's walking with her head kind of down, looking a little bit sad all the way to school. Oh no, what's the one word on the board? As soon as Sophie walks in, she sees this one word on the board, and it says, smart. "How do we become smart?" asks Miss Murley. I think that's Sophie's teacher. Nobody knows the answer. They all think you have to be born smart. Do you think you have to be born smart? We'll see. "Flex those strong muscles of yours," said Miss Murley, and all the children flex their muscles. So does she. Flex your strong muscles. Our muscles get stronger when we exercise, right? When we exercise our brains by thinking hard, our brains get stronger too. Now, we've been learning about rectangles and squares. This is a rectangle here, and this is a square there on the bottom. Today, we will exercise our brains with a math puzzle using rectangles and squares. "But I can't do puzzles," Sophie thinks. "I know I have strong muscles, I'm good at soccer, and I work hard in the garden, but I can't do puzzles, and I'm never smart at math." These are all the things that Sophie's thinking in her head, and she doesn't think she's going to be able to figure out this math puzzle. But Miss Murley is talking. "You're going to build a bigger rectangle out of 12 small squares. How many different rectangles can you make? Use the tools at your table or come up with a different way." They're going to make as many rectangles as they can out of those small squares. "I can't do it," Sophie says. "Make your brain stronger," whispers Paula. "Just try." Paula gathers up a pile of square tiles. "Think hard, Sophie," whispers Andrew as he takes a sheet of graph paper. But Sophie just sits and stares and stares. Maybe she can draw them, she thinks. Oh, Sophie does draw squares, but all her squares are different sizes. Paula has too many tiles, and Andrew's graph paper has too many little squares. This problem is too hard. Miss Murley is smiling. She speaks to the class. "I see you mathematicians struggling. Now's the time to use the most important word. That word is yet. You haven't figured it out yet. Keep working, keep trying, and you will." Paula, Andrew, and Sophie work hard. Paula takes only 12 tiles and builds them into a rectangle. Andrew marks a red X in each of the squares as he counts them. And Sophie thinks about, what is she thinking about? Her garden. She loves her garden. And guess what? Her garden is a rectangle. The vegetables are in straight lines. So Sophie draws a line with 12 different vegetables in it. She draws little squares around the 12 vegetables. And look at that! Paula, Andrew, and Sophie count their different rectangles. 4 different kinds. But Sophie's worried. Mine's not a rectangle, she groans. It's too long. It is a rectangle, says Paula. It's just a very long one. We did it! Look how proud they look of their hard work. Meanwhile, Miss Murley looks at the rectangles the other students made. 6 rectangles. You all did it, she says. Look at that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different rectangles. Wow. You've worked hard and gotten stuck, and you've used the most important word yet. You've tried and tried, helped each other, and solved it. Those brains of yours have certainly gotten stronger. Look how happy Sophie looks now walking home from school. Sophie feels the sun on her face. I solved the puzzle, she laughs, and it was a math puzzle. I did it, I can do it again, I'm getting smarter. When Sophie gets home, her dad has a puzzle too. I can't figure out how to fix this cabinet door, he says. Dad, says Sophie, you have to use the most important word. You can't figure it out yet. Can I help? And you know what? They do fix it together. That was our last page. The end. Thank you for listening.